Now, your first alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
It's 6:42 now. Corey, hoping for nice weather, that the smoke clears out for all these events this weekend.
That'd be great. And we're seeing some progress already. Air quality conditions really have improved, thanks in part yesterday to a shift in the winds. Now, severe thunderstorms also contain strong winds, right? We know that pretty well. We talked about that storm system that affected part of the Midwest yesterday. The National Weather Service has different thresholds for severe winds too. So at what wind speed is a severe thunderstorm considered destructive when they issue a warning? Is it 50 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour, 70 or 80? Think about it for a little bit. There are some showers and storms out there. One has a severe thunderstorm warning for far southern Iowa, just west and northwest of Lamoni. That is warned at this time for 60-mile-per-hour winds as it moves to the east at about 35. There are some other scattered storms out ahead of it, providing some heavy rainfall headed toward the Ottumwa region. Notice that these heavier things probably staying south of Interstate 80, but there is an area of light to moderate rain on the north side that could affect portions up toward Highway 20. And then in contrast to yesterday, where it was pretty dry north of that storm complex, there are little scattered storms in northwest Iowa too that could slide to the east and affect our northern counties as well. So perhaps we'll share the wealth of that rain a little bit better today. So the rain and storm chance does highlight here on your first alert as yellow because the risk for significant severe weather is a little bit lower today. In fact, I think it's pretty low in most of eastern Iowa, aside from the far south where we'll have to watch. As mentioned, air quality has improved and it will continue to do so. Some folks still reporting, or some sites rather, still reporting air that is unhealthy for sensitive groups, and that will continue to hopefully get better as we go through the day, as well as some areas of dense fog this morning, but that has already shown signs of improvement. Our view from our Amana Colony City Cam, though, shows where some of that fog is. It seems pretty thick down toward the ground level. Temperatures into the 60s, generally 66 in Cedar Rapids and 69 in the Amanas. That's where Iowa City and the Amana is reporting zero visibility. Contrast that to Waterloo, where visibility is 10 miles or more. That dense fog advisory continues until 8 for the areas here outlined in gray. That's where visibility is especially poor right now and could continue to be so. And that's where you see these areas of gray on Pinpoint Futurecast that's reflecting that fog. Then we'll see some of those showers and storms start to roll in over the next couple of hours in our southwestern counties first, and then spreading to the east. So late morning after about 8 or 9 o'clock through about midday is when some of this could take place. Again, the best chance for heavy activity south of Interstate 80, the best chance for any rain south of Highway 20, but some scattered showers and storms still possible north of there too, especially this afternoon. Looks like there could be a small boundary that sets up, and that could spark a few showers and storms later today. As we head toward the latter portion of tonight, so when additional showers and storms could take place in our southern counties. They've been favored this whole time. They'll continue to be so, but by tomorrow afternoon is when we could start to see this activity start to spread across a greater portion of eastern Iowa. Again, everybody needs rain, so let's have a little bit for everybody. That would be nice. Temperatures today into the 80s with 86 degrees in Oskaloosa after the morning activity passes by. 87 Prairie du Chien. Chance for storms out there. Winds staying light throughout the day outside of thunderstorms between about 5 to 10 miles per hour. In terms of storm chances as we head through the weekend, the best will be later or during the morning hours today, and then Saturday again with that slightly more widespread activity. Sunday, the activity ends pretty early, so we're actually expecting things to dry out a decent amount. Temperatures, though, will warm up after a relatively cooler weekend in the low 80s. We'll be back toward 90 degrees by the time we get to the 4th. Frankly, I feel like the 4th of July is typically hot, so it's not uncommon to see that, and perhaps welcomed by some folks as you get out and about and celebrate the holiday. Temperatures will turn a little bit cooler again later in the week after another round of showers and storms Wednesday into Thursday. Weather-wise question for today: at what wind speed is a severe thunderstorm considered destructive? Again, this is a little additional tag that the National Weather Service puts on their warnings. What threshold do they have to cross to get that?
I think they're all pretty destructive. I'm going to go A, 50.
50. That is a little too low for that intense of a description. Severe winds are 60. So that's when they start issuing warnings, though 50 can cause some down branches. 80 is when you start to see things like trees uprooted and
the really bad stuff.
Building damage and stuff like that and beyond. The warnings for yesterday for that storm complex that passed through southern Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois. Plenty of them had warnings for 80 miles per hour, and we saw some damage, especially in Illinois, I believe. That did
lots of semis tipped over, things like that.
Stuff like that. And so that's hopefully not what we're going to see today. Less intense storms expected.
All right, thanks, Corey.